My dear friends in Christ, I'm Bishop Earl Fernandes, the new bishop of the Diocese of Columbus, and I want to welcome you and your children back to our Catholic schools at the start of this new year. You know your own vocation as parents, not only to nurture your children's lives, but also their faith. Parents are the primary educators of their children in the ways of faith. But I know that parents are very busy today. Some parents and some families, both parents have to work many jobs just to put food on the table and to be able to send their kids to Catholic schools. But I ask that you make this year, amidst all the busyness of life, faith a priority in your family's life. Bring your children to Mass on Sunday, of course, but also teach your children the ways of faith in the home. The family rightly is called the domestic church. And if we want to have a strong church, we need to have strong families. My mother always used to say, the family that prays together stays together. Even though you are entrusting your children to our Catholic school teachers and administrators throughout the day, I ask that you pray with your children at home. Help them to learn how to make the sign of the cross, to say the Our Father and the Hail Mary. Maybe you pray the Rosary together as a family. Certainly, you should try to decorate the home at Christmas and Easter to celebrate those liturgical seasons of the year. There are many things that families can do together to make the home an atmosphere where faith grows, a place where children feel a sense of belonging and welcome. The teachers, of course, will try to impart knowledge to your child in the classroom. But I can remember my father when he would come home from work. He'd be very tired and he would sit with us with our catechism and pray with us. My mother and father would lead our family in the daily family rosary. My mother had been a school teacher in India, and she would sit and teach us how to read. And the more we came to read and to be able to read books and read about the things of God, the more we grew in our knowledge of God, who is all truth. I know this will make extra demands on you, but it's worth it to see a child grow in faith, to see children prepare for their first Holy Communion or their confirmation, and to accompany them. This is a real blessing. What more could we want for our child than to be happy with God here below and to be happy with God in heaven eternally? Priests, deacons, they're not enough of us. We rely on the lay faithful. We rely on our teachers in Catholic schools, whom I ask that you treat with great respect and try to have a great spirit of cooperation and collaboration, because you and they and I all want the same thing. We want our children to have an experience of God's love, and that they would grow in faith, in hope, and charity each and every day. As you and your children begin a new school year, I wish you every grace and blessing. Have a great year. God bless you.
Hello, and welcome to the start of the 2022-23 school year. I'm Dr. Adam Dufault, and I have the honor of serving the bishop as the superintendent of Catholic schools in the Diocese of Columbus. Across the 52 schools of our diocese, our principals and teachers are already hard at work preparing to welcome nearly 17,000 students back to class. It's amazing how fast the summer has gone, but it's also exciting to begin the new year. Back when I served as a Catholic school principal, the first day of school was always one of my favorite days of the year. It was not because the building was returning to life after a summer of cleaning and planning, but because of the joy that I saw in the returning students. Our schools differ from all others in that they are crucial ministries of the church, carrying forward Jesus' great commission in Matthew to go out and make disciples of all nations. At their foundation, our schools are places of evangelization, tasked to form disciples for a world that so dearly needs them. This essential work will continue in all of the classrooms in our diocese in just a few days. And we have much to look forward to this year. The Office of Catholic Schools will continue to lead the implementation of our new strategic plan, Real Presence, Real Future, Our Catholic Schools. I'd like to highlight two new initiatives that are beginning this fall. The first is the launch of our brand new, redesigned religion curriculum for all grades pre-K through 12. This has been a tremendous undertaking, resulting in a course of study that meets our goal of providing an authentic and unapologetic Catholic education anchored in excellent instruction in our faith. We are also excited to share our new Emmaus Road Scholarship Fund, recognized as a scholarship granting organization by the state of Ohio. That means that contributions to this fund, up to $750 per person, will receive a state tax credit in that amount. It is an excellent opportunity to grow our ability to support families and to ensure that all students can have access to Catholic schools. Details about these initiatives and much more are on our website, education.columbuscatholic.org. Thank you for all that you do as parents to support Catholic education. We truly could not serve our church in its ministry of education without you. Please continue to keep our educators, our students, and their families in your prayers as we begin the new school year. God bless you all.